So good morning, learner. Welcome to our today's maths lesson. And last time we were discussing about place value decimals. Like for example, we are given a number like 103.243. You can be able to know the place value of each digit in this number. Like this one is ones. The second one is going to be tens. This one is going to be hundreds. Then from there, after decimal point, this is going to be tens. This is going to be hundreds with th. And this is going to be thousands. Thousands with th. So that is what we call a place value. So in our today's lesson, we are going to see how we can be able to round off decimals. I know you have done rounding off of numbers to the nearest 10, to the nearest 100. Like for example, if you are given a number like 12, and you are told round off 12 to the nearest 10, to the nearest 10. Number, later when you are doing this, if you are rounding up to the nearest 10, you move from ones, tens. You are told to be nearest 10, so you read tens and go back one step. If you go back, you find that the number that you consider when rounding up nearest 10 is ones. So if that number on the one side is between 0 to 4, if the digit is 0 to 4, you remain with the same 10. If the digit is between 5 to 9, the last digit on the one side is between 5 to 9, we move to the next 10. So in this case, you realize that our digit here is 2. 2 lies between 0 to 4. And so what we do, we remain with the same 10. So you just change this to be 0 and you remain with this 10. So 12 rounded to nearest 10 becomes 10. But you can have a number like 417, round off the nearest 10. Look here now. We are saying we're considering the number on the one side. So the number on the one side is this number when rounding up to nearest 10. If this number is more than 5 and above, we move to the next 10. This becomes 0 and we add 1 to this number. Become 420. But if it was like 3, this one remains 0. We don't add anything here. It remains 410. So that is exactly the same thing we are going to do in this case. And in this case, we are going to realize that we are going to deal with numbers that are more about the decimal. Like for example, you can be given 5.3827. 5.3827. You are told round this to the nearest to one decimal place. One decimal place. DP in this case is going to mean decimal place. So in this case, I want to familiarize yourself with what you are going to find in exams. Round the one decimal place and it's going to be written like this. So that means one decimal place. That means when you are told round up to nearest to one decimal place, you write the 5 points. Look at, you don't write this first. Look at this. If you are told one decimal place, count, after decimal point, count one digit. After counting one digit, check the next number. If that next number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or whether the number is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if the number lies between 0 to 4, this is what I mean by 0 to 4, and this 5 to 9. If the number lies between 0 to 4, this number does not change, it remains the way it is. But if the number is between 5 to 9, this is going to be changed first to become 0, but you have taught one decimal place. So you are going to add 1 to this previous number, and you are going to have your numbers 5.4. 1 is going to be added here, and you are told one decimal place. Round off to one decimal place. So in this case, you are going to have only 5.4. We need to see one decimal place there. You can be given a number like 3.52. Let's see what happens with 3.52. Be 3.52. Round up to one decimal place. One decimal place. You count after decimal point, count 1. Then check the second number. The next number lies between 0 and 4 because 2 is found between 0 and 4. So this becomes 0. This does not change. So this you ignore this completely. You remain with 3.5. Let's have more examples of such. You can have a number like round off to one decimal place, 3.4 or even 2 decimal places, that is 3.496 to 2 decimal places. So now what we're going to see that you're told to set decimal places. So counting after decimal point 1, 2, you consider the third digit. So whatever you are told to round up to, you count that and then move to the next digit. Here you are told 2 decimal places. You count 1, 2. Then look at the third digit. If the third digit is more than 5, you add 1 here. This becomes 10. You don't write 10 here. 0 carry 1 plus 1 here again. You get 5. And then 3 points. So your answer becomes 3.50. And don't write for me 3.5. If you write 3.5, this means 1 decimal place. What we are calling 1 decimal place or 2 decimal places is the number of decimal places. The number of digits at the decimal point. Here they are supposed to be 2 according to the question. Here it's supposed to be 1 according to the question. That we only want to find 1 digit at the decimal point. That's why they say 2 decimal places. So that after the digits we need to see 2 numbers. So this 0 is very, very important. Don't ignore it. Because we consider this number to make this 10, carry 1 here, become 3.50. Maybe we have another digit. You can have another digit like round out to 2 decimal places. A number like 34.007, and that is 2 decimal places. So you count 2 because you have been told to count 1, 2. Check the third digit. Is it more than 5? Yes, it is more than 5. Add 1 there. It becomes 1.43. So your answer becomes 34.01. Can have another one like 0.0845. 0.0845. Round up that to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places. So you count 1, 2. After counting 2, consider that digit. Is it 5 and above? No, it's 4 and below. So you ignore this. You remain with 0.08. If it's between 0 to 4, you just ignore everything and remain with the 2 digits that you counted there. But if this is 5 and above, you must add 1 here and you ignore the other part. You're going to remain 0.89 in case you added. Let's see how we round up to 3 decimal places. Like when I'm given a question, to round up to 3 decimal places, 0.0672, 0.0672, and they write 3 decimal places. So what we do here, Lana? You count, you have been told 3, so you count 1, 2, 3. Check the fourth one. Is the fourth one between 5 to 9 or 0 to 4? It's between 0 to 4. You ignore this. You remain with 0.067 as your answer. It's not a must that you add something here. Sometimes you find that if the number is 4 and below, you don't add anything here. You ignore the rest of the digits and remain with the number of digits you are told here. You have 3, you need to have 3 digits here. Let me do the last one. I'll be told round up to 3 decimal places. 3.4465. 3.4465. Then 3 decimal places. So you require to count here. These are the ones guiding you. 3 decimal places. So the decimal point, you count 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. You consider the fourth one, not the third one, Lana, the fourth one. So it's more than 5, it's 5 and above, so you add 1 here, plus 1, and you ignore this part. It becomes what? 7, 4, 4, 3 points. So your answer becomes 3.447. So that's exactly what I want you to do in the exercise I'm going to give you. So I want you to do exercise 49. Exercise 49. Exercise 49, I'm going to do number 1, 2, and 3. Exercise 49. Numbers 1 to 3, that is going to be found in page 67, so the 68, 67 up to 69. 67 through 69. So that is the work that I want you to do. Read the question before you start working out. And look at what is in the bracket. 2 decimal places, count 1, 2. Consider the third one. 1 decimal place, count 1. Consider the second one. 3 decimal places, count 1, 2, 3 at the decimal point. Then look at the fourth one. You don't look at the third one, look at the fourth one. If, for example, in class 7 you find round of correct to 5 decimal places, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then consider the sixth one. So that is exactly what I want you to be doing. So in our next lesson, learner, we'll be doing conversion of fractions to decimals. Have a blessed day. Ensure that you do that work and do it well. God bless you.